Hi, I'm Kaitlyn Terrell, and this is my AP Literature Summer Reading Assignment for the story of Edgar Sawtelle. In this, I will be comparing How to Read Literature Like a Professor from Thomas C. Foster to the story of Edgar Sawtelle by David Hrabowski. The first chapter I chose to compare to the story of Edgar Sawtelle was Is That a Symbol? This chapter in Foster's book explains the different meaning of symbols and how they make a story that much more interesting. One symbol occurs when the barn burns and Cloud tries to escape but can't because of all the smoke in the way. That looks like the shape of the ghost of Gar. This symbolizes how Gar is angry that Cloud has not yet paid for his murder, almost as if Gar can't leave because he has unfinished business with his brother and needs closure. Another symbol appears when Edgar finds a syringe in the barn. This is a symbol of his Uncle Cloud's guilt and Cloud's identity as Gar's murderer. The syringe is exactly like the ones that he uses on the dogs, and nobody else could have put it there but him. The next one of Foster's chapter ideas that I decided to use was When in Doubt, It's from Shakespeare. In How to Read Literature Like a Professor, this chapter shows how many books in media we consider to be classics are somewhat based off of one of Shakespeare's works, and the story of Edgar Sawtelle is no different. The story of Edgar Sawtelle is basically retelling of William Shakespeare's Hamlet, the story of a boy whose father is killed. Because of this, the boy runs away, but returns to find that his position at home has been taken by his uncle. An additional similarity that Hrabowski uses from Shakespeare is that Edgar must prove his uncle is his father's murderer. He does this not only to find closure with his father's death, but also to save his mother as well as the farm. Nice to Eat You, a chapter by Foster, explains how ghosts are never really just supernatural for the sake of an interest. They either symbolize something or create conflict. For example, in the story of Edgar Sawtelle, the ghost of Gar leads Edgar over to the place where the syringe filled with poison that killed him has been hidden. This is so that he can get closure for his dad's death, and Claude can pay for killing him. I think that Gar's ghost is trying to warn Edgar about what Cloud is actually capable of. Sadly, this doesn't pay off because Cloud kills Edgar for finding the syringe. How to Read Literature Like a Professor taught me that even the simplest qualities in a story, like a ghost, mean something more than meets the eye. And Shakespeare's classics sneak their way into other media, even when you don't notice it right away. Even something as simple as a symbol can have secret meanings. I'm glad I read Foster's book first so that I could be on the lookout for more of his examples in The Story of Edgar Sawtelle by David Hrabowski.